One of our most popular series on Workology is a list of interview questions, job description information, just a whole bunch of resources just for each specific position within human resources. So I decided to take that a step further, and we're putting together a series of videos designed to help different HR professionals who are in different roles. So whether you're a hiring manager, an HR professional who's interviewing for a role for the first time, this video is for you. I'm going to talk about different interview questions that you might receive as somebody who's a candidate for an HR coordinator position, or if you are interviewing for a job, you're the interviewer, the hiring manager, and you're not sure where to start, this is the video for you. What questions to ask a HR coordinator during an interview.
What would you say you do here?
Well, hello there. I'm Jessica Miller-Merrell. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam. I help HR professionals up-level, upskill, and upgrade personally and professionally. Today, we are talking about HR coordinator interview questions. Are you interviewing for an HR coordinator job? Well, let me tell you a little bit about that role. That really is the true secret sauce of the HR department. You're responsible for most of the administrative things that go on in those departments, the filing, the organizing, setting calendar updates, updating spreadsheets and information, a lot of filing and different things. But it is the unsung hero of the HR department, because without you, I would have a mountain of paperwork. Your team would have a mountain of paperwork, and we wouldn't know where to go for whatever Zoom call or different meeting that we had in store. So the HR coordinator is a critical position for the enhancement and support of the organization. And I'm so excited that you are interviewing for this role. So we're going to walk through some different interview questions that you might encounter as an HR coordinator candidate, and hiring managers. Stay tuned, because if you are thinking about questions to ask those HR coordinators, this video is for you. I want to make sure and point out that HR coordinators are typically entry-level positions within human resources. So if you don't have a lot of HR experience, the HR coordinator role is for you. You normally have 1 to 3 years of HR professional experience in a variety of roles. If you're transitioning maybe from a staffing company, you can come into a HR coordinator position, or maybe if you're administrative assistant, you can move into that HR coordinator role. It's not necessarily required to have a degree, although that is certainly helpful when you're trying to look at the bigger picture of employment law and thinking about how the interworkings of HR support the larger organization. If you're looking for more specific information about job requirements and responsibilities, I'm going to put a link over here with information that you can just click on through and learn more about those HR coordinator requirements, responsibilities, and average salary and payroll. An HR coordinator is someone who needs to be able to multitask. So a question I would ask you is, tell me about a time you were part of a team and you were able to work together on a project. And you would walk me through everything that happened in terms of that project. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be HR related. What I'm looking here is that you're able to work together with a group, meet deadlines, collaborate, be creative, but most importantly, GSD, get shit done. That is so critical for the HR department. We're normally on a timeline. We're serving other customers beyond just HR, employees, candidates, executives. So it's important that we all work together to meet those deadlines. As an HR coordinator, you're going to be working closely with a team and directly with the boss. So it's important for you to have a good relationship with me. We don't need to be besties, but I do want to make sure I can count on you to get things done and to deliver and to be me, a form of mini-me, an extra person that just delivers when needed. So I might ask you to tell me about a time that you had a boss that you had a good relationship with, and what you liked about that and what that looked like. It's incredibly important for culture fit, not just about getting shit done, but also about being a fit within the culture, and not just the larger organization, although that's certainly important, but within the confines of the team itself. You're going to need to be able to work with many different types of people, and I need to know that I can count on you to get things done. So another question I might ask is, what did you like most about that relationship? And maybe how did they help develop you or grow you as an individual? For me, personal and professional development is really important. Not all professionals or bosses maybe feel the same, but I want to make sure and see that you have initiative, that you're willing to grow, and that you want to learn more, not just about HR, but the business in general, that you're a go-getter and you're going to go out and find the answer and get the resources that you need to be successful.
Parts, professional resume, athletic and special skills resume, and white shirt trivia.
Working in HR, we deal a lot with highly sensitive and confidential information. So another question I might ask you is, tell me about a time you dealt with highly sensitive information, what that situation looked like, and what was involved. As HR leaders, we have access to Social Security numbers, personal information, benefit selections, performance information, salary data, and it's critical that that information is kept confidential. So I'm going to make sure not only do you have great ethics, but also you understand and appreciate the importance of confidentiality, which is a critical part of human resources. Another thing I do want to mention as you're answering these questions, I like to come with different scenarios that can fit into each different example. So I might have 7 or 8 situations that I write down on paper and say, okay, this could fit into multiple situations. I have my scenario. I maybe know my numbers or my metrics. Those are important to HR executives too. Even when you are talking to someone who is in an entry-level position like an HR coordinator, have 5 to 7 examples ready and be able to flex them to suit the different interview questions that come your way. I like to use the STAR method. It's situation, tasks, action, and result, STAR. I have an article I'll link to over here for you with more information about the STAR method, but it helps you organize your questions. But you come up with your 5 to 7 scenarios, listen to that interview question, and then use the STAR method to answer the question. Whatever curveball or situation or question they might ask, the STAR can help you do that.
Excuse me, when did the Mongols rule China? I don't know, I just work here.
Not only is the interview an opportunity for the hiring manager to ask questions for you, but it's an opportunity for you to ask questions. So I encourage you to have maybe 2 to 3 questions handy that you have researched and can let that hiring manager know that you're serious about the job, that you've researched the company beyond just taking a look at the website, maybe looked at financials, did a quick Google search, creeped over on the LinkedIn to check out that the person that you're interviewing, to understand how long they've worked at the company, what they like most about their job, why this organization recently received this accolade. Those sort of questions I think are really important, just to demonstrate that you've done the work and the research and you're excited about working for that organization. Another question I might ask you is to describe the ideal work environment. I want to understand how you work, what your aspirations are, where you work best. If we are someone who is an in-person organization, or maybe complex situations, or maybe we're a little bit old school, I need to know that you can work in that environment and that you aren't expecting a high-tech, high-touch environment where everything is in the cloud and wireless. Or maybe something that isn't super sexy or fun. I need to make sure that you can work at the type of organization that I have in the type of environment. If I don't want you to get the wrong idea and think like, oh, it's all remote and it's going to remain that way. If that's not the intention, and maybe you work best online versus in person, I need to know all these things because it's going to help me decide as the hiring manager if you're the best fit for me. One other thing, I do want to make sure that before you leave the interview, you do need to try to get an understanding of what the process looks like. So you need to say something like, when can I expect to hear back from you about this position? Get a concrete date, maybe next Friday, maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe we're not really sure, but at least you have some sort of information. So after a period of time, you can follow up with the hiring manager to see what's going on if you haven't heard from them. Now, understand that the hiring process does take time, but I don't think there's anything wrong with sending a follow-up email after the time has passed. And then you can also send them a LinkedIn message too, just to check in and see where they stand, just to try to get some feedback to see, are we stalled in the process or did we move forward with someone else and you weren't selected for this particular role? The HR coordinator role is so critical to an organization because you guys are doing all the behind the scenes. You help make our HR department and the rest of the organization shine. So it's really important that we hire the right person for our team as well as the organization that has a unique set of skills that we are looking for. So you'll have this video here with a whole ton of information, but I also have more resources over at Workology.com. You can check that out. My name is Jessica Miller-Merrell. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam and Upskill HR. You can visit Workology.com to learn about all those things. If you like this video, if you felt like it was helpful in your job search as an HR coordinator, or you're like me and you're hiring somebody for an HR coordinator role, like, comment, and subscribe. Sign up for alerts over here and you will be the first to know to hear about our new videos that are up here on YouTube. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.